Silent Screams presents. The first hint of winter was in the air as you stepped into the crowded mall on Black Friday. It was the beginning of the holiday season, and the energy around you was palpable, buzzing with excitement, anticipation, and the overwhelming rush of people determined to score the best deals. The scent of cinnamon and freshly brewed coffee filled the air, but there was something else too. A strange heaviness, like the air was charged with more than just shopping fever. You couldn't quite put your finger on it, but the feeling made the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. You had been planning this day for weeks. The sales, the bargains, nothing could compare to the adrenaline of Black Friday shopping. You had made a list of items you needed, and as the doors opened, you joined the sea of people, swept along by the excitement of the crowd. Shouts of "Hurry!" and "They're running out!" echoed around you as people rushed to claim their spots in front of displays. The frantic pace was almost thrilling. But then something happened that you couldn't explain. The first strange occurrence was subtle. So subtle that for a moment you wondered if it was your imagination. The lights overhead flickered. A brief stutter, barely noticeable, but enough to make you glance up. You weren't the only one to notice. A few others looked around nervously, exchanging uncertain glances. But nothing happened, and the lights returned to normal, so you shrugged it off. Maybe it was just the system straining under the weight of so many people. You continued deeper into the store, navigating through racks of clothes, shelves stacked high with electronics, and displays piled with toys. But the deeper you went, the heavier the air became. It felt as if something was weighing down on you, pulling at your chest, making it harder to breathe. You couldn't shake the sense that something was wrong. Turning a corner, you stopped in your tracks. The sight before you made your stomach churn. The store was quieter here, the noise from the main aisle muffled. At first, you thought it was a strange trick of the light, but as you looked closer, your heart skipped a beat. There, standing in the middle of the aisle, was a mannequin. But it wasn't just any mannequin. This one looked real. Too real. Its eyes were wide open, staring blankly ahead, its body perfectly still, except for the slow, rhythmic rocking. You couldn't tear your eyes away. A chill crawled up your spine. The mannequin hadn't been there when you passed earlier. No, it was new and out of place. You glanced around, but no one else seemed to notice it. People bustled by, oblivious, absorbed in their shopping frenzy. Yet the mannequin remained, staring at you, its lips curled into a faint, unsettling smile. You couldn't shake the feeling that it was watching you. As you turned away, you heard it. The faintest sound, almost like a whisper, but too clear to be ignored. "Help me?" Your heart raced. You spun around, but the mannequin was still there. Just standing, just waiting. Your hands trembled, your breath catching in your throat. It couldn't be real. It had to be some twisted prank, part of the Black Friday madness. You told yourself it wasn't real, but the unease gnawing at your stomach told you otherwise. But there was no time to dwell on it. A voice behind you broke your thoughts. "Are you okay?" You turned to see a young woman standing just a few feet away. She had a worried look on her face, and you realized you had been frozen in place, staring at the mannequin for who knows how long. I think I saw something," you stammered, your words coming out in a rush. The woman glanced toward the mannequin and shrugged. "It's just a display, probably for Halloween or something," she said with a casual tone, though you could see a flicker of doubt in her eyes. You nodded, but the unease didn't leave. In fact, it seemed to deepen. You turned back to the mannequin, only to find that it was gone. The aisle was empty, and the mannequin had vanished. You blinked, disoriented. Had you imagined it? Was it just some strange, stress-induced hallucination from the chaos around you? You couldn't be sure. But as you stepped away from the aisle, you saw something else that made your blood run cold. In the reflection of a nearby glass display, you could see the silhouette of the mannequin. It was standing at the end of the aisle, watching you. It shouldn't have been there. It couldn't have been there. But there it was, in the reflection, frozen in place. You quickly turned around, your pulse quickening. No one seemed to notice anything unusual. The noise of the crowd surged around you, people pushing past you, but it felt like the world was closing in on you. You wanted to leave. You wanted to run, to get out of the store and never look back. But something kept you rooted in place. The whispering returned, soft at first, like a breeze, but it